This is how we clean our bolts, clean our bolts, clean our bolts. This is how we clean our nuts in the evening. What is going on, guys? Ghost here, and today we're back for another video. I mean, do I look like a Ram owner? I mean, hat, the shirt. I feel like it. I feel like I'm a true like Dodge Ram owner now, since I have the apparel. I just need a fanny pack with like Cummins or Dodge Ram or something like that. But today I've got some parts that came in I've been waiting for. Didn't come today. They were supposed to. They came today after. But before we start working on the first gen, we're going to work on this. We're actually just putting windshield wipers on it, but we're modifying it. We're putting new wipers on. Yeah, that's a build right there in itself. Now you're probably thinking, is this windshield washer fluid? It's not. It's actually horsepower in a jug. This blue makes it run faster. That's what I've been told. Look at the... Alright. But yeah, it makes it run a whole lot faster. Now, you don't have to spill any when you pour it. I can't believe I didn't spill any, because you don't want to leak any horsepower on the ground. But this adds a lot of horsepower to it. Apparently, it don't take a lot of horsepower to power this vehicle. Alright. That's it. Alright, so we finally got, yeah, check it out, the bushings that we needed. Now, apparently, that's that is the charger for my cordless grinder that I bought. But we got us another decal. I should definitely send them a picture of my truck just like this and like built with Rock Auto parts. Wonder if they would accept that. But anyways, apparently we're getting a collection of other people's vehicles that's already been done. Wonderful. Anyways, we have the bushing, which kind of sucks because when I ordered this, the other kit came with 4. This only came with 1. But anytime it's the right part for this truck, you only get 1 for the same amount. So we have this one. This is the one I needed. This is the one that we ordered, and it came with. As you see, there's a big difference there. And then this is the 2-piece one that I ordered that I figured, hey, might be a little better. So these two are the exact same size. This is the one we need. So this is what's got to be put in to the leaf springs, and we can fix it. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to get that rear end under that truck so we can start bolting it back together so I can actually move it out of the garage. And great news. I ordered rims and tires for the Cummins. Yes! The tires and stuff I was looking at, they're 15 by 50. So I was going to need a pretty wide rim. So the Cummins is... I really didn't want like really wide rims or anything like that, because it's not the look I'm going for. But I ended up going with 14. So the Cummins is going to be running on 14 wide rims. And I'll leave up the size of the rim and size of the tire a secret, but we are running 1550 wide tires and then 14 wide rims. So it's going to be pretty, pretty wide. But we also are going to be running the pre-runner fenders that bring out each side of the truck about 4.5 inches. So it's going to be a monster. But that was the whole thing. I wanted to build like a truck that you don't really see around here a lot. And I'm not seeing any with the pre-runner fenders, so I'm really excited for that. But let's go ahead and get these bad boys in. Make sure when you do this, I did that on the other side. I can't believe I did it on the other side. This has to go on, this has to go on that first, because then you can't get the bolts off. Can't believe I did that. Again, this is the second time because I already put the other side on. So it is currently the next day. Now, I got the leaf springs and everything on there. Had a little trouble with one, but with a little bit of force and a hammer, we got it up in there. So I was thinking, the rear end is pretty heavy because it's still got the fluid, still has the axles and everything in there. And I really can't move it by myself, and I don't want to accidentally drop it in the floor or whatever, and then kill kind of our little paint job. And we still have, the brake lines and stuff, so I don't want to damage those. So I was thinking, what could we do? I don't have a tractor, I don't have a forklift or anything to actually lift it or anything, I don't have a hoist system. But I realized we're going to have to take the motor out of the first gen soon. So why not go buy, I was going to buy an engine hoist, and I haven't really got around to it. So we're going to go buy an engine hoist. Hopefully Harbor Freight has one today. We don't have to go around and try to find one like we did the Sandblaster. But I'm going to buy an engine hoist, and then we can roll it over there, lift the axle up, and I can roll my workbench out from under it, and then we can position it how we want with that. And if I have anything else heavy I have to lift something, I think it's like a 2-ton, so that should be pretty good. And then when we take the engine out or whatever, we'll have that already. So we're going to go to Harbor Freight and get an engine hoist and come back and hopefully get the rear end under the truck today and put in. And we might have to run and get some chassis saver, because if you see in the last video of me with the cowbell, I kind of butchered the can and I couldn't close the can back. So we're going to need some chassis saver because I got some nicks and stuff I got to paint on the leaf springs and stuff like that, and I didn't really get to finish it all, so when I put it on the truck, it makes it more, easier to get and everything too. And like I said, I did tap it with a hammer. So we're gonna fire the old Cummins up and head to Harbor Freight. And good thing is, I checked this morning, my rims have shipped for the truck. The tires haven't yet, but I'm hoping they'll be here between next week or the week after that. So that's gonna be pretty good. All right, let's fire this bad boy up. I always love the first morning fire up. Wasn't too chilly last night or anything, but I just see glow plug still on it. I've got a light out somewhere. I don't know where it is. It ain't my turn signals. I think it might actually be my tail light. So I gotta check that out. It's been on there, and Katie says she thought one of my tail lights was out, but she wasn't 100% sure. So we definitely gotta do that. Oh yeah. I have a little rust here, but we're going to be replacing that with a pre-runner style bulge fender, so that will be replaced eventually. Woo! Nothing more American than hearing an old Cummins start up. And if you hear that squeak, I still got to put my new belt and stuff on. That'll probably be in a later video, but I'm trying to get stuff rolling. They didn't have the 2-ton, they had a 1-ton, but that should be plenty enough to put in a Hemi and lift the rear end. I don't think it's going anywhere. We are good to go. Monday. Oh. I have to work with right here.
I'm working too.
All right, so we are back at the shop. Got everything. I got to put all this together, so I'm gonna put it together real quick. Hopefully, we can get this done and be able to lift the rear end off and put it under. Put it underneath the truck and everything. It's already 2:18, and we're going to go meet some friends at 6:30. So, one lane road. When it's a one lane road, when people see you're outside, they just always honk and everything. But we're going to meet some friends up at 6:30. So it's already, what, 3 something? So I'm going to hurry up and try to get done, or at least as much as I can today. If not, we'll have to continue tomorrow.
It's a wheel.
it's a rolly wheel. Alright, that goes there and everything, and I got some bolts going there here. About to go get a power tool to make life a lot easier for us. For me, at least. There we go. Gotta do the big wheel, the big casters. I've been wanting one of these, so pretty stoked I got one. You know, you think stuff putting nothing on the side, they just manage to just, you know? Those zips, you gotta, and then, you know?
Wayne? Yeah, I want it in there. In the hole.
No, there we go.
Oh yeah. Golly, somebody down there shooting a gun.
Heck, if somebody comes and tries to hurt them, they ain't gonna be out of bullets time they get there. Yo.
There we go. Look at that. What?
It's like skis. A paddle.
You're so goofball.
Down the road. Alright. Gotta put the little lifty. Oh yeah. Check that bad boy out. Perfect. All right. We are lifting it back up. Unfortunately, I probably did scratch it some, but it's okay because where it was sitting on a jack stands and everything. But we're lifting it up. Slowly. We're going to lift it up enough to at least put it on the jack stands and everything, and probably put the regular jack under it. I used this to basically get it off the table, rolled over here. I laid it on this and I just slid it there. So, should be pretty good. Like I said, I got to touch up a little bit. But once we get this, we get on jack stands. Then take the actual jack and jack it up where we need it. We should be able to at least put the U-bolts and everything on it, so the axle is mounted onto the leaf springs, and putting the shocks and stuff, that's all simple stuff. But we're going to have an axle under the truck, and hopefully even the shocks mounted. Hopefully the shocks fit, because you know we've been having trouble. But been pretty productive 2 days. What did we do yesterday? New bushings. That did take a while. It probably took about 2 hours because they did not want to go in, but they did. And then today we put this together. This I'm pretty happy. No wonder vlogs do take 2 days or something to do stuff. So we're getting everything we need. I needed this so when we do pull the motor and put the Hemi in it, we got it. I just got to get me like a motor stand and everything. But we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Today's Sunday, hopefully by...
Today's Saturday.
Today's Saturday. Hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, we'll have the truck be able to back it out of the garage and stuff on its own power if the U-joint fixes it. If the U-joint doesn't fit, I'll have to try to find one that does fit. So I'm going to go ahead and keep jacking this up. Alright, so I had to use the hoist and the jack to get it kind of where we needed it. I need to cut the exhaust tip off because it's super close to the axle, which I don't know why it was ever done like that. But we're going to cut it off there because we want to do away with the exhaust later on. But got the piece with powder coat, it's going to be there. One of the things, it is hitting the brake line, which I probably kinked it a little bit, but on that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and unhook the brake line. We'll have to run the brake line behind it. Same for the other side. So the other side looks like we have a little bit more room. With this side, we might be bend it out a little bit. I accidentally nicked it with the engine hoist, so probably have to fix that. But these are actually a whole lot bigger. If you look, these are actually a whole lot bigger than our stock ones. So I had to drill out the hole to match that because they didn't have any more of that, and they only had one box, and I had to order another box, as you know. So we'll have to cut it to length, but I'll wait till I get it on the truck and everything. But we are going to have a little bit bigger leaf spring U-bolts. So no biggie. We just had to drill out a little bit, and these will fit perfect. Once we move the brake line stuff, I'll finish up this side, finish the other side, and we should be able to basically just bolt the tires on without the brakes or anything on it. That way we can sit on the tires, and we need to put the U-joint in. Before we do that, I'll probably go ahead and put the brakes and the drum and everything on, so we put tires on. It'll be the last time I have to take them off for a while. Put the U-joint on, and we should be done. The truck should be able to be, rolled back and forth. We just won't have brakes back here because I still have to run a line all the way up to the front, which I'm going to check on that and everything. And we should be done back here for now. Alright, so we got the other side, working on this side now. I took the brake line loose from the bracket. I think I can put it in between there. I was going to make sure it's not rubbing on it so we don't like puncture it or anything at a later time. I might run it a little bit different if I have to. I still have a roll of brake line over there. I've got to buy another one because we've got to go from the front to the back, or back to the front. But hopefully it does it pretty good. On the others, I didn't cut it down. These I cut down. I've got to cut the other ones down, but haven't got to yet. So that's a whole lot easier to do it when it wasn't. Yeah. So much for making everything pretty. What? Put a little shine on it, you know? Oh, I'm alright. Alright, it's there. We'll put the other piece underneath it. Hopefully it doesn't hit that. Like I said, we'll probably have to rerun this, everything a little bit different. Come out and maybe go farther out and maybe back in or something. I don't know, we might actually loop it back up and go straight over instead of having it right there. But I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully everything fits. I just noticed that I'm really excited that both of these shock mounts, I thought it was the other way, both of these shock mounts are on the back. I thought it was kind of, a lot of trucks, I think my 1500s, you have a shock in front and a rear and a shock on the other side, so it's like staggered. But this, both shocks are there, so pretty excited over that. Get this bad boy up in here. Yeah. Well, I guess the back's going in first. All right. Damn! Time for some shocks. Woo! Now these are called OE Spectrum. OE Spectrum. Stands for overexcited performance truck stuff. Anyways, we're gonna put these bad boys on. Alright, we'll put, of course it didn't come with no bolts or anything. What kind of horse crap is that? Look at that bad boy right there. I think we need a little ghost logo there. You know what I'm saying? Make it go faster. Alright, so we are going to put our new shocks on. If I have some bolts that fit this. Anyways, we're going to put the shocks on and stuff. I still have to clean the threads there, but we got this bolted on. That's bolted on. I think I'm going to have to redo the brake lines, which I know I'm going to have to redo the brake lines, unfortunately, but we will get it. So we've got the rear end under it. We're going to throw this on there, and then we are going to be done for today. Now, this is spread out for like 3 days. It's not a 3-day job. It's just I got a late start, or I've had stuff come up, or had to go do stuff. So, yeah. But we're going to put these beautiful shocks on. Had a special order them all the way from O'Reilly's. Yeah. Just like Mama used to make. Just kidding. Alright, so look, I actually kept stuff. Like, look at that labeling. They call me the label maker. Not really, but anyways. Alright, so, look at that. Got the shock bolts. Are these bolts going on here? No, because they're old, they're rusty, and they make the truck look bad. This right here will ruin this whole project. So, in other words, I know I got it. I was like, I don't think I have, I think I must have broke the bottom shock bolts, but they go on there and then this goes over. You just put a washer on. So I did keep these. We'll probably clean these up because they go on the thread there. But I'm gonna buy some new ones of these. Unless I can clean them up. I'll probably just clean these up. This will ruin the boot. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna clean these up. So we put them on there because I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go get shock bolts, and then, you know, I gotta make sure they're the right grade and everything like that. And then, you know, I have to go to a store, which I didn't want to because most stores are closed right now because it is Sunday. So I'm gonna clean these up a little bit, you know, perfect. So to the wire wheel. This is how we clean our bolts, clean our bolts, clean our bolts. This is how we clean our nuts in the evening.